Good morning, everyone. This is Sean Butner with Start Your Day with a High Performance Coach. Welcome to the this week. We're talking about boldness. I hope you guys are enjoying the series so far. If you're new here, drop your name, where you're from, say hi. If you ever have any questions, I'll answer them after this live cast, whenever you see it. I think this gets posted to Facebook after I'm actually done live for whatever reason. So, um, still figuring out the nuances of all this live stuff. So bear with me as as I figure this out because this is completely new. So I wanted to talk a little bit about boldness in a way that's a little bit more positive and forward thinking than maybe we have this week because we talked about on Monday the three types of fear that most people can categorize in their lives, which is really good for diagnosing. We talked about fear setting, which is planning for the worst case scenario so that you can move forward and have a little bit more confidence in being able to handle whatever life throws at you. Yesterday, we talked about signs that you might need to employ one of those two tools. And right now, I just wanted to talk about, being bold, being courageous in your life, why it's important right now. And, part of this story is me going live every day during the week doing this show. And it's very uncomfortable because sometimes I don't know what exactly I'm going to say. Sometimes I feel like I ramble a bunch. Sometimes I feel like it's not working. It's not, helping people. And probably is not. I'll be the first person to admit that. But really, this is all about trying to find a voice and trying to help people. And this is really uncomfortable for me. I do not like being in front of the camera. I do not like putting my voice out into the internet, talking to a computer, talking to you through the computer, which you don't get that experience. And I would much rather be around a table with a couple of folks and just really getting to know people and really going kind of deep there. But which is probably why I love coaching because it's one-on-one experience. It's a small group experience that we really get to know people, really get to help them. So um, you know sometimes all it takes is consistency though, and this drive that you're in service to something else. And I really do love sharing everything I know about personal development so that people can go out and create businesses, that people can go out and really build the lives that they want, that they deserve, that, you know, build that quality of life where they're doing something that they love, but they're not super stressed out. They're not burning relationships. They're not burning out in a burst of productivity. So um, I just wanted, to share that story because it's not something that I have completely figured out for myself. There are still areas in my life where I need to step up. I need to employ these things, and I think being a little bit more active in selling things has always been something that I've not really liked. So if you've been watching me for a while and you're like, what does he have to actually like sell? You talk about owning a business, but you don't ever talk about selling stuff. Really, like primarily how I help people is individual coaching. And so, as always, you could go to Sean.coach to get that process started, to get a free 1 hour strategy session. And I do that because it helps me figure out who you are. It helps everyone kind of get on the same page and helps make that hour super valuable, whether or not you get into the coaching or not. But um, so there's different areas that I'm still trying to figure this stuff out, and I think we all do. And with all the added anxiety, all the added stress, all the added divisiveness out there on in the world, and especially on the internet here in the United States, I think being true to yourself, being congruent, being someone that can step into who they are and without fear, and not like without fear, but without letting fear control them, act in an adult responsible way. So that's why when we've been talking about boldness this week, we've been talking about how action plus boldness is your passion. We talked about how being bold in your communication with the people you care about is how you build those intimate relationships. And challenging how people feel, how people think, how people perceive the world, is leadership. And we need a lot more of that, and we need a lot more of people calling out some of the BS, frankly, that you see. And I'll leave that ambiguous, but there's a lot of people who are not into the truth. They're just into how they feel, and that's really hurting us, I think, right now. It will cause a lot of pain and suffering. That's my opinion, and take that for what you will. But okay, tomorrow we'll be doing the recap of the week, which is one of my favorite things to do for these. I really feel like that has been pretty solid, and this is me just trying to figure out what that video is going to be. So hope you join me there. Hope if you like these videos and you're like, hey, like I'd love to figure out how to be more clear in what I want for myself and my family in this time. If I really want to figure out how to manage the stress and have the energy to go and have the motivation to go up, or why you need to figure out what you're going to be doing in the future right now. Take me up on that strategy session. Again, it's Sean.coach and or SeanButler.com/coaching, whichever. Both of them go to the same place. So take me up on that if you're interested. If you need a little extra perspective with a science-based process that really relies on just me guiding you through what your truth is. It's not me telling you what to do. There are some strategies, but it's all supporting what you want out of your life. So check that out, guys, and see you tomorrow. Take care. Take care of each other.